I've been using Power Query since it first came out. We're talking over a decade, and I've never seen this simple little trick before. Okay, thanks to Sumanth for mentioning this after my video last week. This is just so beautiful. So what am I doing here? I'm trying to remove all the rows above name. But rather than just hard coding in to remove 2 rows, which might not be reliable in the future, maybe somebody will insert rows, I want to remove all the rows above the word name. Now I used to use workarounds to do this, but check out how simple this is. So all I'm going to do is remove rows, remove top rows, and type any old number in here. Let's put a 1 for example, just to generate the formula, Table.Skip. Okay, and then this is the trick. You replace that 1 with each, then you refer to the column name in square brackets, so it's column 1, okay, and then after the square bracket, does not equal name. Okay, name is the first word that I want to find, that's the name of my heading. And check it out, press enter. It works. It removes all the rows that don't match name until it hits the word name. I never knew that was a thing. How does that even work? Well, check this out. If I go back here and I just press enter on Table.Skip, just to get a breakdown of how the formula works, nice little trick there. Check this out. If count or condition is omitted, only the first row, fair enough. The one we're used to, you put a count or condition as a number, that many rows will be skipped. That's the one I'm used to. But then this one, if it's a condition, the rows that meet the condition will be skipped until a row does not meet the condition. That is so good. So let's just go back in here. So that's it. Each, refer to the column, does not equal, and then put the name of the heading that you're interested in. That is an awesome tip. All right, you might like some more of my Power Query videos. Playlist will pop up here, and I'll catch you in the next video.